Hey everyone, how's it going? It's Brad Hussey here from freelancingfreedom.com. I just wanted to give you a couple little tips here on how to start your freelance business from scratch. Just a few days ago, I did a live webinar and taught a whole bunch of really cool, valuable stuff about starting your freelance business from scratch, whether you have no clients, no experience, or a ton of responsibilities like feeding small humans. Hey, I know what that's all about. I get it. So I just want to teach you a couple quick things right here in this video on how to start a successful freelancing business from scratch. Now, in the webinar that we just did, I want to show you what we taught, and then we're going to jump in just to a couple quick points. So I was teaching the 8 things that you need to know before starting your freelance business. 1 was you can actually start today, for real, no joke. 2, your client does not need a website. 3, master something and stop sucking at everything. 4, booking clients is about building relationships. 5, you can convince your client to pay you more money. 6, you need to build an income bridge. 7, automate everything that you possibly can. And 8, remember why you're doing this in the first place. Now today in this video, I'm going to talk about one of these points, and that's going to be number 1, you can actually start today, for real, no joke. But before we jump in there, I want to talk about myself a little bit, because who doesn't like talking about themselves? Just kidding. I just need to give you a little bit about me. My name is Brad Hussey. I have 2 young children. I have an amazing wife and legit responsibilities. This is a picture of my fam jam right here. I have mouths to feed, I have bills to pay. Catch my drift? I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. You see, I didn't just quit my job and start a freelance business, follow my passion, and just scoot off to Thailand in the sunset. But guess what? I am living my dream life, and it's very real. And the freedom that I experience is way more amazing than I could have ever anticipated. You see, I run a successful freelancing business from home, and I'm still refreshingly surprised by the fact that I earn much more money than I ever would have at my safe full-time job. But that's not even the best part. It's not all about just earning more money. Do you want to know what is the best part? It's that I have complete freedom. I get to watch my 2 little kids grow up. I spend every day with my wife, and I'm completely in charge of what I do with my time, where I work, and when I work. I have the ability to stop working at the drop of a hat, to go on a road trip with my family, or to take my kids to the emergency room because, well, kids. But here's the deal. Quitting my job wasn't the first step. There was so much that happened before I even thought about quitting my job. You see, I worked really hard to build my freelancing business to the point where I could confidently quit my job and start freelancing full time. Also, I'm actively freelancing right now. I'm working on projects as we speak, sending proposals, and making a real living from this business. But despite all this, I'm able to support my family of 4 based on my freelancing income. And I want to show you how you can do this too in my upcoming webinar. But first, thing number 1, you can actually start today, for real, no joke. Even if you have no experience and work full time, you can start today. The step number 1 is don't quit your job. Yes, despite all the advice you might hear from all these gurus and stuff, don't quit your job. It's a rookie move. It's not smart. And you risk putting yourself in dire straits. You don't really want to be doing that. The thing is, outside of your job and your responsibilities, you have 20 to 40 free hours per week that you didn't even know you had in there. Yeah, I know you're busy. I know what that's like. I'm busy too. But you have time that you didn't know you had, that you could be using right now, today, right after this video, to start building your freelance business, to start getting some clients, to go and build a side hustle, to start, drawing up some contracts, proposals, building your portfolio site, learning to code, a bunch of different things that you could be doing with the time that you didn't even know that you had. I get that you're busy. Maybe you work 30, 40, 50, 60 hours a week. Maybe you have kids and a family. Maybe you have other responsibilities. But guess what? We're all guilty of spending too much time watching Game of Thrones, Netflix shows, The Mindy Project. Hey, these are things that I do. We go and watch the game with our buddies. We spend a little bit too much time just with extracurricular stuff. You can shave some of those down and save some of those hours for building your freelance business. Get up earlier. Maybe you get up at 8 in the morning, 7 in the morning. Well, suck it up and wake up at 5. There you go. Now you have 2 extra hours. What about that lunch break that you take with your coworkers? Instead of heading out to the food truck, stay at your desk, pop open your laptop, and start working on your freelance business with your packed lunch. Does it sound boring? It's not that glamorous, but hey, you know what is glamorous? Building your own business and having the freedom that freelancers have. How about after work? You get home, you spend some time with your family, you put your kids to bed. That 9 o'clock to 1 a.m., 2 a.m. window, that's all prime time for building your freelance business. So how do you find this time out? Where do you find this? Well, you audit your week and you find the times where you could be building your freelance business. Look at what you're doing every single day and jot down on some paper every single hour what you're doing. What are you doing right now? Are you preparing a coffee? Are you driving to work? Are you, going out to the food truck? Are you going out with your buddies? Are you, working? Write down everything that you do. And then identify all the things that you do that should be completely removed or minimized. I'm not saying don't spend time with your family, don't spend time with your kids, or don't enjoy your life. That's what this is all about. But shave some time, and I'm willing to bet that you have about 20 hours in there guaranteed that you could be building your freelance business. 20 hours a week, what's that? 80 hours per month building your freelance business? You can get pretty far just by doing that. So what I want you to do is go through, audit your week, adjust your schedule, and find time to prioritize building your freelance business. If you want to know things 2 through 8, I've got a lot of really great stuff coming up in a free live webinar called How to Start a Successful Freelance Business from Scratch, even if you have no clients or experience. And that will be a live training session on Wednesday, October 4th at 10 a.m. Pacific time, which is 1 p.m. Eastern time. You can register totally free and get all the details about the webinar at bradhussey.ca/live. Once again, that's a free live training session all about starting a successful freelance business from scratch, even if you have no clients or experience. Wednesday, October 4th, 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern time. Get all the details and register your seat for free at bradhussey.ca/live. I want to teach you a lot more about freelancing. I want to teach you everything about building relationships, getting more clients, convincing your client to pay you more money, how you can automate your freelance business, and a few other things in there. I've had a lot of people give me a lot of kudos for my last webinar, and I wanted to do an encore because of how wonderful it went. So I want you to be a part of that. So go ahead right now, bradhussey.ca/live, and you can sign up for that webinar. You can register totally free. It's free to attend. And hey, if you can't attend the live webinar, there will be a replay. So anyone who registers will get the replay, and I want you to have that. So if you've got any value from this video, if you think that this might be for you to learn a little bit more about starting your freelance business from scratch, even if you are busy and have no experience, no clients, I can help you out. Come to the webinar, register for free at bradhussey.ca/live. All the details will be there. I'll see you there.